Hello and welcome to this recording where I will show how to do anatomy analysis of rice root cross sections. First, I'll start by showing how to do analysis of a mature root that has formed aerenchyma. I will open the file from my computer like this. The first thing I will then do is set the scale. So if I hold control and then scroll to zoom, and then I pick the straight tool and I make a straight line that fits with my scale bar from the microscopy image, then I press Analyze, Set Scale, and pick 100 is the known distance in the unit micrometer. Then I press OK. So now the ImageJ knows the size. Then I uh, measure my cross section. So first I will measure the area of the steel by drawing an oval and overlaying it with the steel. I can zoom in some more. Then I will press Control M to measure. So the area will then be in a square micrometer. Then I want the area of the cortex. So I will mark the whole cortex, and you can then subtract the steel from this because you will now get the area of the cortex and the steel at the same time. Try to make it fit as good as possible, and then I press Control M again to get the area of the cortex and the steel. And then I want the full volume or area of the cross section to get the complete surface cross-sectional area of the root. Press Control M. Then we want to measure the aerenchyma percentage of this cross-section. So I will start by pressing type 8-bit to convert the image, and then I will adjust the brightness and contrast. I take the maximum bar and I move it slightly to make a bigger contrast between light and dark. Then I pick the wand tool and I can double click this tool uh, and you have to choose sensitivity or tolerance that fits your image. But for me, 1 is the optimal. Then you can start marking the aerenchyma. And for this, you need to hold down Shift the entire time. And because if I press like this and then press again, it will make a new selection. But if you hold Shift, you can expand your markings of the aerenchyma. You then mark all of the aerenchyma of the whole cross section. I'll just show a few like this. Um, and when you've marked all of the aerenchyma, you press Control and M to measure all of the area that is now marked with the wand tool. Then I will show how to measure intercellular air spaces of a root cross section. And here I will use another image. I will use one from a tip region. We need to set the scale for this image again. So we zoom in on the scale bar from the microscopy image, and I'm put a straight line using the straight tool. Press Analyze, Set Scale, 100 meters. Then I pick a random cell in this cross section. We can take this one. I then measure the diameter of this cell. using Control M. I'll just delete the previous measurement and I'll redo it. So I measure by pressing Control M. Then we have to measure the intercellular airspace, and I always pick the one to the bottom right of the cell, so closer to the center of the cross section and to the right of the cell. And then I have to measure this radius as well, because in the formula to measure the total intercellular airspace percentage, you need to use the radius of the cell and the radius of the intercellular airspace. And that's what we have now. We have the length is 35 micrometers for the cell and 18 for the intercellular airspace. And you then have to divide these by 2 to get the radius. And the formula will be shown later in this video, I suppose. Yes, you have to do this 3 times with the 3 random cells, and then you take the average intercellular airspace radius and cell radius.